potatoes in a 30-gallon container. Hello, welcome to 7 Savings Garden, where we talk about gardening, ways to save money, and other special events. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you get notified of all upcoming videos. So today I'm going to plant in this 55-gallon rain barrel that I had. This is a plastic rain barrel that I had. I'm going to cut into two. This size is going to be about 30 gallons, and I'm going to use to plant potatoes in them. I'm trying to reduce the amount of potatoes I plant in the garden so that I can use the space for something else. So I cut the container in half. Now I've just filled it up with leaf clippings and other stuff from the garden, from the yard. So these are all leaves that have been chopped off, and some stuff from the compost pile that have started decomposing. So now I'm just gonna make some holes at the bottom of the rain barrel. So I'm just using a drill, and you want to make as many holes as possible. You want it to have good drainage so that the potatoes don't rot. So you want to have good drainage. So I'm gonna put about 15 to 20 holes at the bottom so that it's gonna drain easily before I continue putting the rest of the compost that I have into the container. So now I'm just filling it up with compost right now. And just the compost is gonna go on top of the leaf, partially decomposed leaves and other stuff before I plant in there. So as you can see, I just put in a bucket of compost, and these are compost from my one bin. So I'm just gonna add more compost to it. You want it to be at least about 7 or 10 inches deep before you plant on it, so that it gets a lot more space for the roots and for the potatoes to grow in there. And then later on in the growing process, we're gonna add more soil. Once the potatoes germinate and start growing, we're gonna add a little bit more compost to it. So now I'm just leveling everything before we can plant in there. So now these are my potatoes. So I'm just gonna make a little hole in the compost, and then just put the potatoes in there. So we're just gonna plant, I'm gonna plant quite a few potatoes in here, probably about 15-20. And since it's gonna be deep, it's gonna be a lot of compost around it. It should be able to grow and spread in the container. So I'm planting them about 3 to 4 inches or 5 inches apart. That way it can spread all over the container and use as much space as available. So this is a different variety of potatoes right here. So you can cut this and plant, or you can just plant it like this. But this one, since there's a head that's already damaged, I'm just gonna plant it like that. You can cut it and plant, or you can just plant it like that. If you want to save more, you want to use more, have more seedlings, then you can cut into like 3 or 4 heads. Let me know in the comments below if you've planted in big containers like these and what was the results. So this is another variety of red potatoes that I'm planting. So hopefully we'll get different variety of potatoes in this container once we harvest it. So I'm planting it like this, leaving the heads and all the heads up like this. I'm gonna add a little bit of compost to the top to fill it up again, and before we let it germinate and go. So now we're done planting all our potatoes. So we're just gonna fill it up with some more compost. Just gonna cover it up. So we're filling it up with more compost right now. That gives them a lot of room in there for them to germinate and just keep going. So the ones that are a little bit longer, like those two on the right, you just want to make sure that they are a little bit more covered and they are upright, so that way they can just continue growing. So we're done with that. We're done planting our potatoes. Whenever you plant or transplant, you want to water, so we're just gonna water it and be able to get more from our get a quick start. So just finishing the compost that I had in there, then we're just gonna water it, and we'll get a good start from our container. I did another container like this, but that one was box. last year. I'll see if I can put the link in that description below. But you can grow a lot of potatoes in containers like these. All you need is good compost and nice location where there's a lot of sunlight, and that is it. If you like the video, please smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to share. So this is it. After about a week, you can see they already germinated. They're doing well. So like I said before, once they start germinating and they grow a little bit longer, we're gonna add another layer of maybe 3 or 4 inches of compost to the potatoes to give them a little bit more room for them to continue to germinate. So this is the other container that I did. The other side, there's one for the one that was 30 gallon, and the other one was about 25 gallon. So they are doing great. You can see the potatoes, the leaves are bright and just flourishing. So definitely doing great. We're gonna see the results hopefully later on by the end of the summer. So that's it. You can see right here, after about a month, you can see the leaves are already way over the container, and they're even leaning on the side, and they just keep going. So definitely awesome. Can't wait. I hope you like the video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. If you like the video, please smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to share. Thanks for watching. Happy growing, and stay tuned for updates later on.